You make deals. You buy people.
That's right. Whether it's an oil well in the desert or human life, it's all the same. They will do things to Paul that cannot be undone for any amount of money.
I do not have the money to spare.
No one has ever been richer than you are at this moment. What would it take for you to feel secure?
More.
Jamaal, Finkley, Black Tree TV.
I almost went down yesterday. My sons were playing football in the park with their friends and their friend's dad, and I went over there, but thankfully I just kept it on one speed.
Great movie, man. You always turn in these great performances. The easy question, if you had all the money in the world, what's some of the things, like, what do you think you'd be on?
Wow. I'd probably take a little more time off of work. But, you know, I'm passionate about what I do, so it's hard. I think, you know, I would say, okay, what do I need to be good, take care of the people that I know really need it, and, you know, figure out whatever else I could do philanthropically to really make a difference. And then after that, you know, you can't spend all that money in a lifetime, so.
Yeah. Getty is a unique individual, but in this country there seems to have been a lot of angst against the wealthy. Do you think that this movie would feed into that, or would it provide some understanding to people?
What it's like to have that kind of money?
Yeah.
You know, it's funny because, I mean, we live in America, so there isn't, I mean, you can literally turn it around for good or bad in one generation. You know, it really is possible to do anything in the world that we live in. So, you know, I think, no, this is one particular man who was very odd and did very peculiar things, you know, did amazing things for the public when it came to art and creating the Getty Museum and all these things, and, you know, was bizarre and oddly cheap in other ways, and, you know, even though his grandson was subject to some very serious danger with some very dangerous people, he didn't want to put his hand in his pocket.
Out of the way, fellas, out of the way! Hey, attente!
My son, Paul, must be very frightened right now. I know I'm frightened for him. So to the people who took him, I don't care why you did this, but I ask as a mother that you think of your own children or of the child that you once were and set my boy free. Thank you.
My son has disappeared. A mother should cry for her son. All right, enough. Let the lady through. Let's go. Getty, what about the son? Cry for the son.
Getty, I'm Magistrate Corvo. I'm the lead investigator. Would you please follow us?
Gracias. Miss Getty, come on. Tell us more. You said you have the money. Miss Getty. It's about your son. Miss Getty. You okay?
They want me to cry? Is that it?
I'm curious because I know it was a lot of technical stuff that had to go into reshooting and everything, but also as an actor, was your lines different with Chris as opposed to Kevin? Like, did anything like feel? Do you have to develop a certain bond with an actor in order to like make that line happen or something? And was it different doing a retake on that?
Well, I think anytime you get to go back and do something else, you may have some other ideas and things you didn't think of the first go-round. But for us, we didn't have the time or the luxury to really kind of bond and, you know, discuss things and create that kind of chemistry. It was like you either have it or you don't. I walked onto the set. He was already in wardrobe, sitting in front of the camera. We said hello. Ridley said roll, and we started shooting.
Yeah.
You know, it was that kind of thing. It wasn't like, oh, we'll see each other the day before, we have a week to rehearse, or, you know, let's go have dinner and chat and talk about kind of how we look at the characters and the project and that sort of thing, our approach to the work. I mean, we literally, like, said hello. You sat down, we started shooting the scenes.
Yes. Last question. It's the holiday season, people cooking all type of meals. If there was a Mark Wahlberg on the menu, what would that meal look like?
Oh, God, you know what? I mean, I'm right now craving anything. I mean, I've been eating super clean, healthy diet for the last quite some time, so I'm looking for anything fried, anything pasta, carbs, all that stuff, and desserts, lots of desserts.
All right, man. Always great seeing you on screen.
Thank you.
Man.
It's a pleasure.